Welcome to Linear Algebra Lecture 5. In Lecture 3, we have taken a few examples of a system of linear equations which were inconsistent. And in Lecture 4, we took a few examples where the system of linear equations had a unique solution and the system of linear equations had infinitely many solutions. Now in this video segment, we shall solve a few additional problems. So let's begin with the first one. We need to find the value of H such that the matrix is the augmented matrix of a consistent linear system. So we have the equation x1 plus hx2 equals 4 and x1 into 3 plus 6x2 equals 8. So we get 1 h4 3 6 8. So these are the coefficients of x1 and these are the coefficients of x2. This is the coefficient matrix, this is the augmented matrix. So we need to find the value of H such that we get a consistent linear system. So first of all, I need to make this element 0 because this is the leading entry, isn't it? So R2 is R2 minus 3 times R1. So multiply row 1 by 3 and then perform R2 minus R3. So I get 1 h4, 3 minus 3 is 0, 6 minus 3h. So remember, we are multiplying row 1 with 3 and 8 minus 3 into 4, which is 12. So we get minus 4. So this is the augmented matrix. So do you remember the condition for inconsistency? The condition for inconsistency is a row of the augmented matrix, which is of the form 0 and b, where b is not equal to 0. Now, if this element becomes equal to 0, that means if I get a 0 here, and this is of course non-zero because it's minus 4, then the system becomes inconsistent. So therefore, this element should not be equal to 0. So 6 minus 3h should not be equal to 0, or 6 should not be equal to 3h, or h should not be equal to 6 by 3. That means h should not be equal to 2. So if h is equal to 2, what happens? So I get 0, 6 minus 6 would be 0. So we would get 0, 0 minus 4, thereby making the system of linear equations inconsistent. Therefore, if h is not equal to 2, then the system of linear equations will be consistent. For any given value of h apart from 2, this set of linear equation would be consistent. Let's take another problem. I have the augmented matrix 2, 3h, 4, 6 and 7. The same question, we need to find the value of h such that the augmented matrix represents a consistent linear system. So this element has to be made equal to 0. So perform the operation R2 is R2 minus 2 times R1. So we get the first two, which is 2, 3h. 4 minus 4 is 0. So remember, I am multiplying the first two with 2. 6 minus 3 into 2, which is 0. And then we get 7 minus 2h. So this is the augmented matrix. Now remember that the last row is of the form 0, 0, and I get 7 minus 2h. Now if this element is non-zero, then we would get a row which is the form all zeros and b, where b is not equal to 0, thereby making the system of linear equations inconsistent. So this element 7 minus 2h should be equal to 0 for the system to be consistent. Therefore, 7 equals 2h, or h would be equal to 7 by 2. So for h equal to 7 by 2, I have the system of linear equations which would be consistent. If h is not equal to 7 by 2, then of course the system would be inconsistent. Now this is a very interesting problem. We need to find the value of h and k for 3 cases where no solution, b, we have a unique solution, and for c, we have infinitely many solutions. So we need to find the value of x and k such that for the value of x and k you would get no solution. For some value of h and k, you get a unique solution, and for some value of h and k, we get infinitely many solutions. So first write the augmented matrix 1, h, 2, 4, 8, k. So this is the augmented matrix. Make this element 0. So perform the operation R2 is R2 minus 4 times R1. So we get 1 h 2, 4 minus 4 is 0, 8 minus 4h, and then we get k minus 8. So this is the augmented matrix. So first let's try to understand what is the condition for no solution. The condition for no solution is 0, 0, b. That means this element should be 0 and this element here should not be equal to 0. Right? So for no solution, this element should be 0. That means 8 minus 4h should be 0 or h should be equal to 2. So if h is equal to 2, this will be equal to 0. But if this also becomes equal to 0, what happens? It becomes consistent. So this should not be equal to 0. That means k should not be equal to 8. And k should not be equal to 8. So if k is not equal to 8, then this is non-zero. And this would be 0. So I get a condition for no solution. So h equal to 2 and k not equal to 8 is the condition for inconsistency. Next, second one, for a unique solution. Now for a unique solution, this element should not be equal to 0, right? Because since the coefficient matrix is a 2 cross 2 matrix and we need to have two basic variables. So this is a pivot. So the first column is the pivot column. I also need to have a pivot here. So this element should not be equal to 0. For a unique solution, 8 minus 4h should not be equal to 0 or h should not be equal to 2. So if h is not equal to 2, then of course you get a pivot element here and thereby you get a unique solution. K can have any value. So whether k is equal to 8 or not equal to 8, it doesn't matter because we get two basic variables. So whenever you have two basic variables, you get a unique solution. Next, C, for infinite solutions. For infinite number of solutions, this element should be equal to 0. Why? Because you need to have a free variable. To have a free variable, this element should be 0. Therefore, 8 minus 4h should be equal to 0 or h should be equal to 2. But if h is equal to 2, then I get 0, 0 and a non-zero element here. So therefore, this also should be equal to 0 because we need to have a consistent system. So therefore, this element also should be equal to 0. So when will this be 0? K should be equal to 8. So for us to get infinitely many solutions, there is no other option but the last row or the second row being equal to 0. All the elements should be 0. So the second element is 0 only when h is equal to 2. But if k is not equal to 8, then what happens? We get inconsistency. That is what we have seen that. Therefore, this element should also be equal to 0. So k should be equal to 0. So this is the condition for having infinitely many solutions. So this is a very interesting problem where we try to find the value of h and k for all the three cases. What are they? No solution, unique solution and infinitely many solutions. So do make sure that you work out a number of problems wherein you will be able to easily identify whether the given system of linear equations are consistent or whether they are inconsistent, and if they are consistent, whether they have unique solution or whether they have infinitely many solutions. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe and press the bell icon to get notifications of all the further uploads. And thanks for watching.